So good morning everyone. In this video I'll be showing you the general arrangement of or the locations of your surge arresters, your capacitive voltage transformers or your potential transformers, and then Wavetrap and the CVTs in the substations, how they are arranged and what is the standard arrangement. Alright, so just to inform you that this is 220 kV Bornehat Misa transmission line. So it is a 220 kV lines. It is a transmission line. It is in the state of Meghalaya. It is in Rivoy district. So you see this is a transmission line that comes from or it goes to Misa, or it comes from Misa and it enters our substation in Killing. All right. So when a transmission line, this is a double circuit in fact. So you see that's the first circuit there, and this is your second circuit, the one which is nearer to me is a second circuit. So it's same only. So because these are identical circuits, so I'll just be concentrating, or I'll be showing you only the circuit 2, which is this. So in every transmission line, whenever the transmission line enters the substation, the first element or the first line of defense is your surge arrestor, which is this, right? So this, you'll see that rings also on top. This is your surge arresters. The purpose of this is actually whatever surge that is there in the transmission line, especially during switching operation, which is 90% happens only during switching operations, or on a rainy day or on a stormy day, right? On a cloudy or whatever days, if there is any possible surge, that surge will be diverted towards the earth. So we have that surge monitor also, how many times it has operated, or how many surges it has happened that will divert it towards the earth. So that's why we have the first line of defense. It's like your border security force along the Indo-Bangla border, right? So this is your surge arrestor. And then the second one that you see here, this is just a support structure. If it is there or it's not there also, that doesn't matter. Electrically it will not be that it will not be why we're using this, but people may ask, but it is just for easy maintenance. Like for example, if you have to disconnect or remove or replace the surge arresters, without these support it will be difficult, right? So this is provided. It is called as a bay post support, bay post support, right? There's BPS. So it is there in the middle, which significance in case of maintenance activity. So as I said, that is the first element is your surge arrestor, this one. Okay, surge arrestor rating will be around 60 kV RMS each, and then if you multiply by 3, you are getting, it's 72 like that, right? So you are getting 216 kV, which is very near to your rated voltage of 220 kV. So this is a surge arrestor. And then the second element is your capacitive voltage transformer. This is used for, we are not using potential transformers in voltages of 132 kV and above, because if you use PT, it will be too big. It will be too costly also, because it's difficult to step down these high voltages. We call these extra high voltages, EHT, to a measurable values of 110 like that. This is standard values. So we are using CVTs. Inside CVTs, there are capacitors also, connected in series. Capacitors also have been chosen in such a way that the high frequency will pass through. This is also called as a high pass filter, right? The high frequency will go to either the earth or will go to your PLCC panel, which is used for communication. Your high frequency of 3 kilohertz to 1000 kilohertz like that. But normally we're using this 300 kilohertz in our substation, because in this Y phase, we have RYB, right? RYB, and then since in this we will be having two frequencies. Okay, in R and B phase we are having only par frequency of, that is 50 Hertz in India, okay, or 60 Hertz in other countries like US. And then since we are using this power line carrier communication, also PLCC, we are actually sending two frequencies here. So in this particular line, that is a Y phase, we are having a par frequency which is in kilohertz, and our power frequency which is 50 Hertz. And then since we have two frequencies, we will not allow this high frequency to enter the substation. We'll have to trap them, otherwise our relays and auto will get damaged. All right, so that's why we will have to trap these. So this is a high pass filter. Whatever CVT has, the capacitors value have been chosen in such a way that the high frequency will pass through, either will go to the earth or will go to the PLC panel. All right, we'll come to that later. The details we can do it in a separate video. So this is how this is called high pass filter. After this, you see this is Wavetrap. It is there only in Y phase. Why? Because we have to trap. It's though we already we have to or we say that we block the high frequency. This is a high reactance coil is there, right? Because XL will be equal to twice pi FL, right? So in case of high frequency, F will be very big and XL will be very high. So it will not allow the high frequency. It allowed only low frequency. So only the power frequency 50 Hz will be passed through this and will enter the substation, and then high frequencies will be blocked. And block means it has to go somewhere. It will go through the CVT, either to the earth or to the PLC panel, and depending on our switch whether we close or we open. So this is also why Wavetrap is used. And then after Wavetrap, we just Wavetrap the third element. All right, Wavetrap is nothing but just a coil. After Wavetrap, we will have this CVT. This is a very important element in the substation. And just to remind you also that we have this CVT usually it is a standard in 33 kV and below. Normally we have one core only, but in this 220 kV, 132 kV, 400 kV substations or lines or base, we are having a CVT which is a 3 core. It's having 3 cores, core 1, core 2 and 3. Mostly core 1 and 2 are used for protections, your differential protections, overcurrent RFL protections, and your core 3 is used for with accuracy of 0.2 is used mostly for measurement only, your metering and all. It goes to the core 3, and this is how it enters the substations. And our city is at 5 cores. This is also very important element in our substation. Very important element, because whatever fault that we, whether it's earth fault, differential protection or everything, we are detecting the fault through these CTs. So this is a city. It's big, so because you have there the primary and then the secondaries are inside this, so it's quite big. So after the CT, which is your fourth element, right? Because first come the surge arresters there, and then the CVT, and then the Wavetrap, and then the CT, which is actually third element in case of R and B phase, because we are not using this Wavetrap. Frequency is not, it is not needed to trap the high frequency, because it's not there only. So after CT, the arrangement comes the isolators and your breaker also. This is as per the requirement. Where do we want to place it? That can be, even the Central Electricity Authority also will not have that much of restriction. But regarding these, unless we place or we keep this like this, we will not get clearance even from the from the Inspector of Electricity also. At that time when they first charge the line. But since the arrangement is as per the electrical standards for safety, that's why all in India or abroad, the arrangement is same only, like this only how we arrange the substation. So as you can see, this is quite, it's a big substation. It's the biggest substation in the state of Meghalaya. All right, it's very big. It's like, if you compare this with football ground, it will be like you have to take four numbers of football fields or grounds to be comparable with the area of this. We have the GIS also there. We'll come to that a little bit later. It's a 400 kV GIS substation, gas insulated, but this is air insulated substation, right? So this is what I've just shown you, the arrangement, general arrangement of this such arresters, your capacitive voltage transformers, and then your Wavetrap, and then your CTs. It has to be arranged like this. Okay, first is always the surge arresters. All right, surge arresters, just like I said, it's like the border security force, right? It first come, and then your CVT is your CVT. It's like your check gates, which is actually done by local police. And then the Wavetrap, it's like the district administration, like